One of the most challenging topics that I've noticed students struggle understanding is when they're learning about the global distribution system and pretty much how the hotel distribution system works. So today I'm going to explain to you very quickly what global distribution system means, central reservation, and the internet distribution system. We call that the GDS, CRS, and IDS. Hope you enjoy it. So finally, the hotel distribution system explained in the most easiest way possible. Let's dive right in. Now, in order for you to understand, I'm going to explain it like a story. Let's go ahead and pretend that you are an employee and it's your second week at the hotel and you're sitting in the break room and you can hear two of your colleagues having a conversation about, did you update the rates on the CRS? And did you release the room availability in the global distribution, the GDS and the IDS? And here you are sitting down, nodding your head, pretending like you know what they're talking about, but deep down inside, you have no idea what they're talking about. And you told yourself that you're going to just put a mental note and Google all of this later on and learn. But to truly understand how this unique, amazing system really works, we need to go back to where it all started. So the history that changed everything is when the global distribution system, also known as GDS, was born back in the 1960s, and it was created by airlines, not hotels. A lot of people think that it was hotels that actually initiated this, but it was actually airlines. Back in the late 1950s, early 1960s is when American Airlines were the first ones that realized, oh my God, this is going out of control. We need a computerized reservation system that allows us to maximize our airline seats. So they're the ones that developed something called Sabre. Sabre is the first global distribution system that allows travel agents to instantly see flights availabilities in American Airlines, and then they can book the seats without having to call American Airlines. This revolutionized everything. It's a communication channel without having to even communicate verbally with anyone. So this really changed everything. And with that happening, you'll notice that other airlines wanted to jump on board and to create something like this as well. So you'll notice that United Airlines created their GDS called Apollo. You have Delta, which built their GDS called WorldSpan. And then you have several European airlines joined forces to create the powerful Amadeus. So with all of these global distribution systems that have been connected for airlines, that brings us to the question, why not let hotels also book rooms this way too? And that's when hotels shifted into this and started doing the same concept. So to understand this even better, I want to explain to you how it all connected. I try to break it down into 3 layers, and I called that the distribution framework. The first one you need to understand. The first layer is the central reservation system. The second layer is the global distribution system. And then obviously the third layer is the internet distribution system, which I'm going to explain in more details right now. The central reservation system is your inventory hub. That's where you will have, most likely in your hotel, a revenue manager working inside using a property management system, a PMS, like Opera. As you know, I offer Opera training, and you should also book one of your practice sessions to practice how it works. So in Opera, they will be updating the room rates. The rates for the room type. So for example, if you have a revenue manager and he has a standard room, and a standard room he can see based on the season, based on what's occupancy, they can change the room rates based on the market, they can change the room rates. So when that person updates the room rates in the hotel, that's going to be communicating with travel agents and people outside the hotel to let them know this is how much the room costs and this is how much we have available for this particular room. So This is where the global distribution comes in. The global distribution system is where the magic happens. It connects your room inventory that you have updated from your CRS to the travel agents, and it connects it to all travel management companies all over the world, like Virtuoso and American Express Fine Hotels and Resorts. They all have access to see live how much your rates are and how much availability do you have for that particular room type without even needing to speak on the phone with anyone in the hotel. So you'll notice here the GDS makes money by charging hotels a commission on every booking, typically 10 to 25% of the room rate. Another thing you need to understand is that the major GDS players till this day are still the same ones that created for the ones in the airlines: Amadeus, Sabre, Galileo, WorldSpan, Travelport. They are all till this day the dinosaurs for the global distribution system. When they are connected to your CRS, it sends your room inventory to the GDS, and when a travel agent books a room through Amadeus, that reservation flows back to the reservation system. So this process, this channel of interface is so powerful that it can even connect to your third layer, which is the internet distribution system. If you're going to go online and you go on Expedia, Expedia has access to your reservation system, your central reservation system, to be able to see the availability of the room as well as how much you're charging that room. It's your online distribution engine, and it connects your inventory to the OTAs. Please remember that word, OTAs, online travel agents, like bookings.com and Expedia. And typically the same thing like a GDS, an online travel agent, that when they're connected through the IDS, they typically charge a commission of about 15 to 25% per booking. So that's how they monetize when they're displaying and promoting your property on their platform. And if someone goes on Expedia and they book a room showing your hotel, and once the transaction has been complete, that's how they get their cut. So when a guest searches for a hotel on Expedia and books directly, that's the IDS in action. Expedia takes their commission, but you get a guest who might not have found your property otherwise. This is the secret, is that you're using third-party platforms in order for guests who might not have been able to see your hotel if you were to do this yourself. So you're relying on these amazing platforms to be able to promote and showcase your property. So here's how they work together. Your CRS holds the master inventory, and then the GDS and IDS pulls the information from your CRS to display your rooms in their respective audiences. And when a booking happens, whether through a travel agent's like global distribution system or through an OTA like IDS, like Expedia, it flows back to your central reservation system through Opera, PMS, updating your availability in real time without having to speak or do anything. Each distribution channel takes their commission, but in return, they bring you guests that you might have never been able to reach on your own. Powerful stuff. So that's pretty much it. I tried to explain the hotel distribution system in very clear ways, following 3 layers: understanding what central reservation system is, understanding global distribution system, and understanding the internet distribution system and how they're all connected. I hope that you found that information helpful. And if there's any particular topics that you'd like for me to talk about, please go ahead and comment below, subscribe, like, the whole thing. Thank you for watching.